Today on the channel, the dream calls for blood. Major Bludd, Cobra Island Target exclusive. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel as we continue unboxing G.I. Joe Classified Series figures. You guys know how much I love me some G.I. Joe. And today we've got the Target exclusive Cobra Island Major Bludd. But remember, for all your other G.I. Joe needs, hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. So, a controversial subject, old Cobra Island figures at Target. I know we hate the exclusives. I know we hate the chase. There's a little bit of fun to it, but G.I. Joe anxiety is the most anxiety of any figure line going today. It has surpassed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle anxiety in my book and a whole lot of you guys out there as well. Luckily, it takes a village of the collector's game, and I was out of pocket traveling for work. Luckily, my wife just happened to stroll into a Target. She knew to be on the hunt. She found me my two Major Bloods just like that. I could not believe it. I was so excited to get Major Bludd. The anxiety was lifted immediately, and I was really sweating it because I was tied up in work for a couple of days, and I would not be able to be out on the hunt, and I know I would have missed it. But luckily it came through, and then that old outlaw Waylon Jennings, he found an extra one, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to give it away on the channel. Hopefully you're following me on social media, Twitter at SirPaul64, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram, of course. Go to those two. Make sure you're following me on both of them. Make sure you drop your handle in there. And you're subscribed to me on YouTube. I'm giving away a Major Bludd. I could have easily scalped this at the time for over $100. But no, I said, I'm going to be fair because I get a lot of people. You're probably not shocked. I get a lot of direct messages every single day. Hey, could you find this for me? Hey, could you find that? I'd love to help everybody out there. I could barely help myself. And it would be a lot. I'm not, a business shipping figures out and all that kind of stuff. I don't mind helping out once in a while, but it's hard to even remember who needs what and all that with all the DMs and stuff. But I figured the fairest way to do it, I'll buy an extra one. I'll give it away to one of you guys. Make sure you watch my weekly purchases video to see if you won, if you followed all the rules and entered and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're following me on social medias. But we're here today, we're here to talk Cobra Island Major Bludd. One of my most favorite, does that sound right? One of my favorite G.I. Joe villains of all time, Major Bludd. Just loved him. He was the field commander out there, taking the battle to the Joes. He wasn't like a Cobra Commander and maybe the Crimson Guard twins and Zaymont and Tomax and some of the other ones that sometimes shied away from battle. Major Bludd was out there. He was ready to go. He was ready to take the fight to the streets. And then, unfortunately, most of the time, he'd have to retreat with his men. But always loved Major Bludd, so I was very excited. One of my favorite villains got moved up to the front of the release schedule. We're still in the infancy of the G.I. Joe Classified line. It's just amazing. This line has been around for over a year now, but we just don't have the amount of figures we see from Marvel and a lot of the other Star Wars lines and stuff like that. We've talked about that as well. G.I. Joe's not quite up to the level of those properties, but I have a feeling we're going to see an increased production in G.I. Joe. June, we're having a Hasbro announcement where they're going to talk a lot of stuff. Hopefully there's a whole line of more figures to come, maybe easier to find like Major Bludd. And I got to admit, Major Bludd, from posts I see on social media, he seems to be easier to find. I've even heard rumors of restocks coming this weekend. So if you're still on the hunt, be diligent out there. Take a look at your stores, maybe give it a couple of weeks, then go to the third-party eBay, Mercari, some of that stuff. If you really have to, do it as a last resort. That's a little bit of the good housekeeping here, but let's get down to it. We're going to do it like we normally do it. We're going to take a look at the box, take a look at it, talk about it, open it up, talk about it, and see where it goes from there. So here it is, G.I. Joe Cobra Island exclusive from Target, Major Bludd. And like I said, one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite childhood G.I. Joes as well. Always loved Major Bludd. I always wondered, and I can't remember, I think it might have been in the comic books, but how did he get the robotic arm? That was always a cool thing for me as a kid. And I always kind of thought, when I was playing, it would have superpowers. Sometimes that arm would have super strength. Sometimes it could deflect bullets. I had quite the imagination playing with my Joes back in the day. But traditional G.I. Joe packaging, except the Cobra Island, that specifies the Target exclusive there. But you got G.I. Joe Classified, you got Major Bludd, you got a cool glamour shot, really gritty, dark, and dirty. I love that a whole lot. Big window box with the Cobra red behind him. A lot of accessories. We'll deep into all those. Some warnings. What's the age on here? 4 and up. 4 and up on Major Bludd. Very cool look here with his helmet off. You know, it's funny, as a kid, you don't remember him with the helmet off. And I don't know if in the cartoon ever did he have his helmet off. I don't think he did. But I like this a lot. I love the reimagining. I'm hoping one day, like a lot of you guys, we get the traditional card backs, all that kind of stuff. That'll be really cool. But I like the reimagining of these figures. You can tell it's Major Bludd, but he's been updated. I like that a lot. So there's the side there. Number 27 in the line. And then you got stuff you can decode online. I'm not going to do that. And then, as we've talked in other videos, my least favorite part of the G.I. Joe classified line, one I wish they would fix, give us the old school file card. I just don't like this map. This does absolutely nothing for me back here. All these warnings, everything else. But the Cobra Island map does nothing. I want a file card. I want descriptions. I want discussion about Major Bludd. Why is he on Cobra Island? What's he a part of? What's going on? Give us something. Even a small blurb like Marvel Legends or Star Wars Black Series. We need that in the G.I. Joe line. So I don't know. I know you got to go online. You got to decipher some of this, but it means absolutely nothing to me. You can see the base up here. They got a little fire going on. So there was a big explosion on Cobra Island. I don't know. And then you got 27 and on the top. Forgot to mention that. And warnings on the bottom. So there's the packaging. Love the packaging. I love the classified packaging. Doesn't take up a ton of room. Awesome artwork. I just hate the backs. Is what it is. But let's open it up. Let's open up the old good Major. Let's see what's doing. Love the background. We've seen it before. We'll see it again, I'm sure. Love it. See you later. Up high. All right, let me soak in the Bludd. Major Bludd. The dream calls for blood is what Death Angel, if you guys that know your thrash metal, you guys know Death Angel. The dream calls for blood, a great album. I love this Major Bludd. There's so many cool, intricate details on this one. But first, the plastic prison. There he is. Some might say looking only like he can look. Nothing is cooler than an eye patch. Very cool. If I had to lose any limb, a finger, or anything, I'd want to lose an eye because I would wear an eye patch every day if I had to. I don't want to lose a leg. I don't want to lose an arm, but I'll take one eye out if I get to wear an eye patch if I have to choose. If somebody put a gun and said, Kyle, you're losing something, it's going to be one of these eyes so I can wear an eye patch. I mean, it's the logical choice. What would you lose? Would you lose a finger? I mean, it is what it is. And people lose fingers all the time. But eyes, eye patch, I don't know where that's going, but that's me. Love this, though. I love that we get his gun. We got 2 guns, actually. This one is one I don't remember him with. This one looks more Major Blood-ish. We get the backpack, we get the helmet, and we get 2 missiles that will attach to his gun, I assume. We'll see. Let's unbox it. Let's see what's going on. Pulling it out. A lot of stuff. As you guys know, and I assume this one will carry on the tradition, that you get to store all of the weapons, store everything on his backpack. Everything stores on the figure, which I love. That stops us from having to have baggies of hands. See you later. Other stuff along them lines. This is a huge gun. This is just like comically big. This is something like Dirty Harry would be pulling out. But I do like at least a little bit of silver color, break up all the black color. That's a good look. I like that a lot. Put that to the side. This is more of a traditional Major Bludd type gun. This is kind of what I remember him as a little kid. As you guys remember, that little kid arm did not have articulation. It was held out, and you put the gun in there, and it was what it was. Like I said, it was a bionic arm where I came from. And I'm guessing this fits right in here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Put those weapons right in there. Get the missiles right in. I'm sure they go in the backpack as well. Does not fit on this gun, which it really shouldn't. And here's the backpack. We were just talking about it, and it does. This reminds me just of the backpack. If you had him as a kid, you had him back in the day, the missiles were integrated into the backpack. You couldn't remove them as a kid, of course. But for this one, they fit right in. I'll put them both on there, just so we get that full effect of him as a kid, or from me as a kid, how I remember him. I like that a lot. A little hard to get stuck in there, but it does go. And then I'm guessing, yep. So there's a hole on the side of the backpack. This gun fits perfectly right in that hole. Can be stored on him right there like so, or you can put it up like so. So whatever way you want to do it, I think that's genius. I think it's genius to be able to store everything. It'll help you stop losing accessories. Let's say I want to sell Major Bludd in a year. I don't have to track through all these baggies trying to find out what is what. I like that. The only thing is I wish this gun fit on the backpack, and it looks like it does not. This doesn't scream Major Bludd to me like the other weapon does, but a little nitpicky. Does have a helmet as well. Very cool articulated designed helmet there. Very Major Bludd. And like I said, I don't remember as a kid Major Bludd taking his helmet off. It just seems really strange to me, but I like it. If you're going to step up to the next 6-inch and have more articulation and stuff, it makes sense to have a removable helmet. And I think people would be complaining if the helmet was not removable. So there you go there. All right, picking up Major Bludd. I just love it. I love the eye patch. I love the scars on his eyes. I love the little attention to detail. They got a little gray streak in his hair. That's a cool little addition there. He's got a very modern day haircut, where Major Bludd had just your traditional haircut back in the day. You could see it under his helmet and stuff. This is almost like, it's a Road Warrior Animal, taking it back to wrestling. Road Warrior Animal-esque haircut. Very cool. I mean, this guy just looks mean. And look at this. His dog tags are removable. You can pop those off. There you go. I'm going to keep them on. And now, how cool is this? G.I. Joe dog tags. This is all of his confirmed kills. He's taking these as a trophy. That's the attention to detail I love in this G.I. Joe line. Just little things like that. Oh, I'm just soaking this in. I just absolutely love it. No paint application problems as far as I see. I don't see any issues. And I haven't on a lot of these G.I. Joes in a while. So I think quality control is getting a lot better. We used to have a few loosey ab crunches with the Snake Eyes especially. Not seeing any of that with Major Bludd. So love that a lot. He's got a lot of, there is some reuse with some of these figures, like any line. And we've talked about it ad nauseum. They get the most out of their molds, they got to. But I think the G.I. Joe line, and you guys may differ on that. To me, the changes are hidden. This is based off of Cobra Infantryman or Trooper a little bit. But it's hidden very well. It feels like a brand new figure across the board. And I can tell you one thing that is a new thing is this arm. Like I said, the robotic arm on him. Now, I'm trying to go back. I'm using my mental Rolodex here as a kid, my old school one. I felt like the left arm was the robotic arm, not his right arm. Maybe it goes back and forth, depending on the comics and the cartoon. I'm not sure, but I remember it being the left arm. I could be totally wrong, but that's how I remember it. It's on the right arm on this one. But I just love this robotic type arm he's got going on here. Just extremely cool. It is also double jointed. It is, I believe. It's a little harder to move, though. But yeah, and then he's got the little shoulder gauntlet up here. He doesn't have one on the other arm. He's got one there, though. He's got a chest protector, kind of like a catcher's protector. Like he's getting ready to play some baseball. Obviously, he's got that protected from some shots. It is not removable. And then you got the brown boot, or the brown pants. Oh, he's got a holster. I missed the holster. So he's got the holster. It moves around a little bit. It's not coming off, but it isn't glued down to him. And that's where this big gun will come in handy. You can stick that right in the holster there. Fits like a glove. Absolutely. I absolutely love it. Let's put this helmet on him. Let's see what he looks like with the helmet. Oh, yeah, that's Major Bludd. When I put the helmet on, it reminds me of a much later 3 3/4 G.I. Joe Major Bludd. I think, was he a Sonic Fighter or something like that? Had a little bit more blue in his outfit and stuff. It was not a re-release, but another version of Major Bludd down the line. That's what it reminds me of when I put the helmet on. Kind of that head. He had that going on. It does stray a little bit from the traditional Major Bludd, but the colors are right, the robot arm right. It's Major Bludd at the end of the day. We know what we're getting with Major Bludd. We love Major Bludd. We're excited for this Major Bludd. As far as Major Bludd goes, this is Major Bludd. This is what I want in a modern day Major Bludd based on the original G.I. Joes, the lore of the cartoons, the comics, and the toys. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. But what say you? Does he fit on a Ringside Collectibles stand? Save 10%, discount code Kyle, ringsidecollectibles.com. Fits like a glove. Always say it. Spend your money on your figures, not your stands. How good does that fit? You got to have stands for your figures. Keep them from falling over, stuff like that. These ringside ones are the best value in the game. So, like I said, save 10%. Use discount code Kyle. And you'll be the most fashionable standee person in the game. Major Bludd, he's come. I am so happy to have him. It'll be interesting where he ranks in my top 10 G.I. Joe figures of 2021. He's going to be high. I don't know if he can pass my boy Flint. Not many people that can beat old Flint. But very cool to have these together. You got a little Cobra Troopers infantryman action here too as well. You know, Major Bludd's going to be leading these guys in my display. That's just the way it's going to go. Major Bludd's that field leader out there for the bad guys in Cobra. What say you, though? Tell me your thoughts on Major Bludd. Have you tracked one down? If not, like I said, I got a giveaway going. Make sure you follow me on social media, Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, of course. And I'm going to give one of these away this coming Saturday on weekly purchases. So make sure you're watching to see if you are a winner. You gotta watch to win. That's part of it. So make sure you're doing that. But tell me your thoughts. I know there's still some Joe anxieties. I know there's people that say, oh, I'm sure I'll see it in the comments that I've tapped out of the G.I. Joe line. It was too hard to find. And I understand that a little bit. But for a kid like me, there's no tapping out on G.I. Joe. This is my childhood. I'm getting a lot of that back. And I'm excited to see what's to come in the G.I. Joe line. As I'm always enthusiastic, always thinking positive for the Joe line. I don't want any negativity. I want it to be positive. Self-fulfilling prophecy, maybe. I don't know. There is struggles with the Cobra Island, but I got to think things are getting easier. At least social media-wise, there's a lot of Major Bloods going around. If you guys have followed the eBay prices, they went from like $1,000 to $300. Now they're under $100 as I'm filming this. So I expect those to come down a little bit more. So be prepared. If you can't find them, maybe you'll get some relief at eBay. You won't be paying hundreds of dollars like some people had to pay in some of the prior releases. So there it is, my boy Major Bludd. I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.